of cheap fucks, that would be me and this guy when we go out to eat.
That's right.
We did try.
What do we try?
What do we call it? Like a budget fine dining. Yeah.
There we go.
Very friendly. It's called 110 Grill.
110 Grill.
The service was very nice.
She was very nice.
She was kind of on the ball.
She was kind of on the ball.
She was kind of on the ball.
She was very nice.
We did not get drinks.
No, we did not.
All right, we did not.
Want to talk about your meal?
Yeah, my meal was all right. I was going to get a Cubano, but they had it on a ciabatta. Wasn't a fan. Put it on the pretzel roll. It was a hearty sandwich.
There we go.
All right, sweet potato fries. Delicious.
On the pretzel roll.
All right. Blue, you're right. You're better off going to a dollar sushi joint, which we have been to, too. And some of those are fantastic.
That's right.
So 110 Grill. How was your sandwich?
Mine was interesting. So I did a steak and cheese. And let's just say that it was soggy on the bottom. So we all know what happens when soggy bread happens. You don't have a sandwich anymore. You have 2 pieces of bread and shit that fell through it.
Yep.
So that's how mine was.
You could tell that sandwich was probably made first and was just sitting in the window.
It was there for a little bit.
Some things I like to ask like chefs on the line is learn your timing. If something's going to take 2 minutes, maybe save that for when something that takes 15 minutes is at 13 minutes.
That's right.
All right.
It makes sense.
I mean, we were there for a while. So it's not like they were rushing the food out.
No,
and they definitely weren't that busy.
They sure wasn't.
We did the appetizers. We had their Bang Bang shrimp, which was delicious.
It was good.
And then we had their ahi tuna, and they put some shit aioli on it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And it was gross.
It wasn't.
So, honestly...
We had flavored wings with buffalo. And
yeah, those suck too.
Some other flavor.
The wings suck. You know you got a problem when your fucking wings suck. All right? All right.
There was a few items on the menu we saw that we recognized.
Yeah, we did recognize.
I've seen this before.
Nonetheless, I think overall I probably put it like a 7.
Okay.
All right. Economically speaking, it's a good price. The food was pretty good.
That's right.
The good stuff was good. The bad stuff obviously bad. Service was great.
Service was good.
Oh, you didn't think it was great?
I mean, it wasn't great. She was good.
Whatever, dude. She was great. For a place like that, she was fantastic.
Well, I mean, she was busy.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. She was fine. All right. 110 Grill. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
All right. They have some pretty good stuff there.
They do.
And they have some stuff that's not so great.
And that's all you can ask for.
Would you call it S ranked?
No.
Yeah, definitely not S ranked.
No.
Maybe like B tier. It's not bad.
That's right. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
But it's not the top.
It's not great either.
It's not the top.
No, it's not the top.
It is not. Like we said, the apps were okay. The captain was with us. What did he get?
The captain was with us.
What did he get?
I don't fucking remember.
He had a sandwich? No. Yeah. I think
he had a sandwich too.
Yep.
He didn't say anything either way.
No.
Dude, get yourself a drink, man. You deserve it.
That's right.
Had your shit stolen. Lost your job.
To those fuckers.
Good news is it's New York.
That's
and in this economy right now, restaurants are hiring like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a smart guy. We know this because you watch us. We have the utmost faith that you'll be good. Oh, midterms? Oh, my God.
Keep the focus, man. That's all.
Yeah. Just be smart.
That's
Otherwise, you're going to be doing a talk show for 4 or 5 people on Twitch.
That's how it works.
Begging for subs.
That's how it works.
Begging for subs.
So,
we have all the faith in you, dude. You're the man. You're the man, Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
That's it. Give it
up for Blue.
That's right.
Shit sucks. Something else I find interesting is the difference between farm-raised and wild-caught salmon. Okay. Salmon is a big seller in most restaurants. Huge. And if any restaurant tells you that they have wild-caught salmon, they're lying.
They are, especially if the price doesn't match.
Yeah, they are lying. Let me give you guys a little heads up. If per chance that they do have wild-caught salmon, you only get it in the summer. It is the only time.
That's it.
There is a lot of differences between the wild-caught and farm-raised.
And believe me, when they have wild, they will surely let you know it's wild.
Yeah, you will definitely taste it.
Okay, you will taste it, and you can see a difference.
The good thing is that the farm-raised salmon you can get all year round.
It's there.
All right? It's actually raised on the Atlantic Ocean, while the wild-caught is Pacific.
Yep.
Okay? So those are key words. If they say it's wild-caught, you ask them which ocean it's from.
That's it.
And if your server's not a dummy, he will tell you it's Pacific.
That's right.
Or he lies to you and tells you it's Atlantic, and then you know it's farm-raised.
That's all.
All right? The farm-raised is going to have a fattier flavor.
Fattier flavor.
And that is because that is what they feed these salmons. It's true. It's true. It's what they feed the salmon.
Those poor salmons that are being fed.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I'm going to go through that. Like, did you know that farm-raised salmon has a different texture?
Oh, I do.
It's orange, and they actually get that from what they're being fed.
That's right.
Which chum that contains corn grazed and a compound called asconacathin. I said that wrong.
Asconacathin.
Asconacathin, which actually makes the flesh orange. Wild caught is pinker in color.
That's right.
Because it eats crustaceans, algae, and
it eats what it should be eating.
Carotenoids.
That's right.
Which is a red pigment from plants.
From plants.
All right. My biggest issue is the problem with wild-caught salmon, right, as opposed to farm-raised.
Okay.
These are the negatives. Farm-raised salmon is going to have 38% more calories and fat on the salmon due to how they are raised, right?
Yeah.
Wild-caught, while being healthier, will have more parasites and worms in them because they are not in a controlled environment.
That's it.
Which will give you foodborne illness. All right, so you just have to be careful
about that.
If you get wild-caught salmon, it's all right to rip it apart
to
make sure.
Check it.
Yeah, you need to check it.
Check it.
All right. When people are like, "Oh, I want a flaky salmon," and it's farm raised, the way that it's raised is the reason why the salmon is flaky.
That's right.
It's crazy. I had an argument with somebody at work about that because they were talking about farm raised shrimp as opposed to wild-caught shrimp.
Okay.
You know that there's going to be a difference in flavor. There's a major
difference.
Right? Like a farmer, if you get a wild chicken, it's not going to be anywhere near as fat as a farm-raised chicken.
All those antibiotics, that's how they get it in there.
Yeah, it will give you an anal inch. Yeah, it will definitely give you that anal inch.
That's right.
It'll also probably, you'll be shitting out worms.
You will be.
Not a plus.
I cannot eat farm-raised salmon. I've tried it in 3 different restaurants, and I've had the same outcome, which is how I knew that it was farm-raised salmon. I tried it at Fridays once, which probably wasn't the smartest decision on my part.
At Fridays?
But I was working there, so I didn't have a choice. And I tried it. And then, funnier story about that. I actually had to yell at a chef who was yelling at me because he says, "You just took free food. You got that food for free." And it was salmon. And I go, "Buddy, I don't want that shit." He's like, "What do you mean? I just saw the chef give it to you." I said, No. You think you saw that shit. I didn't ask for that fucking shit. I said, the last time I had your salmon, I threw up for 2 hours, and I was stuck on the toilet with what you'd like to call a foodborne illness.
Foodborne illness.
All right? Why? Because your salmon's crap. So that was just the first experience I had with it to know what it was, to find out. Then the next place I was at, I asked them, I was like, "Hey, let me get the salmon." I asked them what it was, and sure enough, they had farm-raised salmon, and I found out because when I tried it, I had the same exact reaction. Third place I go to, and, I tried it, did a food show, tried it. Within the next 45 to an hour, I was like, uh-oh, why do I feel like this? I know this feeling. It's nothing good. Nothing good. And sure enough, bang, headache hit, stomach hit, bathroom hit. And I was like, "Hey, is that salmon farm raised?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, absolutely." And I was like, "Thanks for the info now." Shit.
And then he went to the doctors and realized he's allergic to salmon.
Cannot do it. Can't do it.
Ah,
but whenever I go and I eat wild, like whenever I purchase it and it's wild, I'm good to go. I've never had that issue. We've had wild salmon as a special at one point, years ago, clearly, 'cause they haven't brought it back. And I tried it then and didn't have an issue then. So I think a lot of it has to do with what they feed those farm-raised salmon.
Yeah. He brings up an interesting point. Don't the farms dye the meat? They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. It's also, a lot of the color comes from stuff that they put in their feed.
Yep.
Obviously. And also how people cook it and stuff. So, I don't know. When you grill a chicken, it comes out, you slice into it, it's white. But when you rotisserie a chicken,
it comes out pink.
Right, it comes out pink.
Strange.
Now, normally you should not eat pink chicken.
Pea chicken.
Right, and I, even I, we work in a place that rotisseries the chicken, so I always get nervous, and I'm like, oh, it's rotisserie style. It's just the way that it's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
You should have painted their bathroom, dude.
I should have.
You should have just
absolutely
went to town.
Yeah, it's well, just like the one we talked about weeks ago.
Yep.
Spraying the walls.
Yeah, you should have just wet beatboxed that bathroom and given it a show.
What did you do to my bathroom? I shit everywhere.
I did exactly what you wanted me to by fucking poisoning me.
There's a mop somewhere. Figure it out.
Yep. See you later. I quit.
Time for me to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
But
what else you got?
So, speaking of food and topics, with that being said, I was doing a little bit of research, and I came across an interesting article that had to do with, let's see if it even pops up, the conspiracy of food, especially around the United States.
It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth.
It's the truth. But the thing is, they pitch it to us in certain ways and manners. Like for instance, they tell us that milk is healthy. Now, do you know why milk would be healthy?
Strong bones.
That's what they pitched to us for years.
Kid, yeah.
That's right. And that was the commercial they pitched. Now, why do you think they pitched that commercial?
So people would buy more milk?
That's right, because they needed to sell more milk, which is interesting because now, don't people have more dairy issues than ever?
Yeah.
Cheese. Cheese is great creation. I enjoy cheese. But again, it's a dairy, right?
Yeah.
Which causes constipation and other things. Right? You eat too much cheese and what happens? It stops you from shitting.
Yeah, you get backed up.
It stops you from shitting.
Yeah,
How is
there's
that
no
the
wet
case?
beatbox in there.
No. So that's the opposite. So when you do get a stomach-borne illness, eat cheese. So that way you won't have to worry as much about that beatbox.
No, because then you're just going to puke it up. It's a terrible advice.